Good day everyone. Today we will tackle about the lesson 12, which is the social media as a tool for businesses. So lesson objectives. After the lesson, you are expected to: number 1, define and understand the concept of social media and what are its uses in the business. Number 2, identify the benefits and detriments of using social media in the business. So, what is social media? This part, we have four kinds of website, which is Web 1.0, Web 2.0, Web 3.0, Web 4.0. Other means of social media, it is sites and programs that let users publish information online, share it with others, or take part in social networking. Website Web 1.0. It includes online shopping, carts, or browsing in online catalogs. So, when we say online shopping, these are the common example that we experience, such as Shopee, Lazada, Shein, Zalora, and etc. that we can buy through online or add to cart. Web 2.0 gives the users the opportunity to give reviews on the books online by means of liking, sharing, or commenting on book entries in the catalog. So, it is describes that current state of the internet, which has more user-generated content and usability for end users compared to its earlier incarnation, Web 1.0. Examples of Web 2.0 such as the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and etc. that we can common see in the apps or application in any devices. Web 3.0 could enhance the library website by automatically recommending books to the users based on earlier searches and preferences of that specific users. So, Web 3.0 potentially improve the library website by automatically suggesting books to users based on those users' past searches and interests. Web 4.0 could proactively recommend new types of books on the website even before the user has searched for that book type. So, it is might actively suggest new categories of books on the website even before the user has done a book type search for that category. So, for example, na need kaayo gyapon siya ma-recommend through this website even nagamit na siya sa uban or na search na siya sa mga other users. So, communication model of today. So, this picture shown us what is the common that communication that what happened in the phenomenon or in the current right now. So, social ripple effect. Negative or positive comments spread within a user's own networks and in reaching other networks due to sharing and commenting activities for others. So, whether critical or favorable, remarks can spread inside a user's own networks before spreading to other networks as a result of other users sharing and commenting activity. So, AIDA or AIDA. AIDA describes the behavior from prospects to actual customers. So, AIDA means A is aware, I is interested, D is desire, and E action. User-generated content. According to Kaplan and Heinlein, user-generated content can be seen as the sum of all ways in which people make use of social media. So, like for example, content. It is like our example like blogging that you get some unique content. For example, content creator in the YouTube, Jokes TV, Kong TV, and the other content creators that na kanang nagahimo sila unique na content, and also ilang goal para maka-income through this platform, maka-earn og money. UGC or user-generated content satisfies two assumptions. One, they are publicly available. So, it is needed sab na makita kini sa uban tao kung unsang imong content na imong gipursu. Para pud na imuhanga ba, mo believe na mauni mao na uy kaniga na maday imong content. And number two, they are created by end users. So, ang content sab ginahimo sud na sa maayong pamaagi or good services. So, these are the requirements to be considered as UGC or user-generated content. First, UGC must be published. So, kung dili na matawag na content if ever man dili nimo i-publish. The second is UGC must be a result of creative effort. So, kung ikaw magahimo content, syempre maghatab sa ka og effort to make it nicely or uniquely. So, the third is UGC must be created outside the professional routines and practices. So, in this part, kinahanglan sa nimo una og maayo kung unsay gana bago ka mo proceed o maghimo og isa ka content. Para sa dili lang ikaw masatisfied, also as well sa mga uban tao na makita imong content sa video na imong gihimo.
So good day everyone. By the way, I am Richula Imunyon. So for today, I will be going to report social media. So Kalpan and Helen define social media as a group of internet-based applications that build on the ideological and technological foundations of Web 2.0. And that allows the creation of exchange of UGC, which stands for user-generated content. So we have example of social media, and one of those is Wikipedia. So social media includes web-based and mobile technologies used to turn communication into interactive dialogue. So it defines that Wikipedia is way which we can web and mobile technologies that we can communicate and interact through a dialogue. So while Safco and Break of 2009, which I will be going to explain it later, after this, so media are about online interaction and connection. So of course, we define social media nowadays. We use social media as an interaction or a connection, especially if we have family outside of the country or in a different country. So it is used for us to communicate to our loved ones, if especially if they are too far away from us. So yes, so another example is that Safco and Break of 2009. So they define refers to the media that people can use to be social, or story is in the tactics of each of the hundreds of technologies, all of the tools that are available for you to connect with your customers and prospects, and the strategies necessary to use these tactics and tools effectively. So media are about online interaction and connection. So next is that the different classification of social media. So we have social media types and example of social media tools per type. So first is that social communities. So we have Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, Yammer. So those are the examples of social media tools per type. So next, second is the social text publishing tools. So we have blogs, Wikipedia, SlideShare, and Quora. Or Quora, I mean rather. So next, the third one is microblogging tools, and one of the example, I mean the two examples of that is that Twitter and Tumblr. And then fourth is social photo publishing tools, which is Pinterest, Instagram, Flickr, and Picasa. So those are the examples of social photo publishing. So next is that the social audio publishing tools, and those are Spotify, iTunes, and podcast.com. And then next is that social video publishing tool, which is we really use nowadays, which is YouTube, Vimeo, Vine, and if you remember, I guess some of us here are using Vidmate. So that is the one example of social video publishing tool. So next is that social gaming tool, like for example World of Craft, or let's just say, I know there's people, I mean there's someone in here that using Mobile Legend, COD, or let's just say Clash of Clans. So that's the examples of social gaming tools. So RSS 2.0, Google, and what's that for feed burners. So that is the example of RSS. And then live casting tools. So that is live 36.5 Justin TV. And then if I'm not mistaken, Wish 101.7. So that is the number one example of live cast tools as well. So that number 10 is that the virtual worlds. So the example of that is Second Life and Canva. And then 11 is mobile tools, which is Foursquare and Swarm. And then next is productive tools, SurveyMonkey. That's the example, one example of productive tools. The Google as well, Docs. That is what we're using when we were making some letters and etc. though. And then Doodle. So next is the aggregation. So one of the examples is that My Yahoo, Google, and Google until November 2013. So next is that social communities. Wisdom of crowd is that wisdom of crowd, which is we usually entered with. So one of the example is that Facebook. Of course, I'm pretty sure that everyone right now in here having a Facebook, because that is the one of the basic tools we usually enter or we usually downloading on our cell phones, because we all know that Facebook is very helpful. At the same time, there's a negative effect as well, as or the negative feedback in term of Facebook as well. So LinkedIn, and one of those is that Google, because of course if we have a unanswered questions, we go to Google and search for the answers of our questions. So yeah, that's it. And then next is text publishing tool. So what is text publishing tool? It is a social media type about text publishing tools used to publish conversation or excuse me or stories. So one of those is it could be one of those is that blog. Blogs are online diaries or websites about specific subjects in which content called posts appears in a chronological order. So which is WordPress, blog, Wikipedia, organization, Wikis, SlideShare, and Quora. So next is that photo publishing tool. So what is photo publishing tool? Photo publishing tool is the primary sharing photos, pictures, and image. So and those examples is that Pinterest, Instagram, Flickr, Picasa, and I can give you some photo publishing tool which is very nice to use as well. PixArt, that is what I usually sometimes what I'm using sometimes rather, and as well as Gemini. Yes, it's good applications for us to publish photo publishing tool. And then audio publishing tool. So what is audio publishing tool? So this covers the tools for sharing audio fragments. Example of that is that Spotify, iTunes, and Podcast. So next is that I guess that's where my report ends. And then thank you for listening, and let's proceed for the next reporter, I guess. So thank you and God bless.
Video publishing tools. Social video publishing tools are platforms to share video fragments. Examples of video publishing tools are YouTube. It is a website which enables the users to upload, view, and share user-generated video contents. Then the Vimeo. It is similar to YouTube. It allows users to watch, upload, and share videos. And then the Vine. It is a looping videos limited to 6 seconds, particularly designed for the microblogging tool Twitter. And then the social gaming tools. Social gaming tools aim at online gaming. It participates in existing online games for building brand recognition by means of advertising. We can build a game for the corporate website to promote products or services, as well as mobile gaming apps for smartphones. The prime example for this is World of Warcraft, which has the largest registered player base among the online games. The social media type is related to the broader concept of gamification. It is a real-life situations are turned into competition. Gamification applies game thinking and techniques in real situations, thus no simulations. The really simple syndication, or the RSS, is a technology to distribute web content to subscribers. A web feed format used to publish frequently updated works, such as blog entries, news headlines, latest properties, core listings, etc. in a standardized format. Safco and Break describe RSS as a one-click solution for websites readers to subscribe to content and receive updates the moment it is published. Other social media types that can be used are the live casting tools. It is used to broadcast video in real time, like in reality televisions, and usually for free. Examples of live casting tools is the Live 365. It is an internet radio network where users are able to create their own online radio stations and listen to thousands of human-created stations. Next, the virtual world tools. It is used to meet, talk, exchange ideas, and watch presentations in a virtual environment. Examples, there's two examples, the Second Life and Canva. They are virtual reality games, which is an online multimedia platform that allows people to create an avatar from themselves and then interact with others, users, and user-created content within a multiplayer online virtual world. And then, the mobile social media tools. It is the apps for social media on mobile devices. Examples are Twitter, Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Messenger, and there's so many more. And then the productivity tools. It is used to enhance an organization's productivity, such as supporting social event management or meetings such as the Doodle, and then online surveys with a large audiences, such as the SurveyMonkey, peer-to-peer download alerts, or word processing and spreadsheets in the cloud, such as the Google Docs and Google Sheets. And then last is the aggregators. These are websites to gather information from multiple websites, the webmail, news, other social media tools. The purpose of social media. Safku and Brick explain that social media can be used for four general reasons. First is for communicating, second is for collaborating, third is for educating, and then the fourth is for entertaining. Another way to focus the different social media purposes is by looking at their degree of functionalities. Kidsman proposed 7 functionalities with corresponding implications: the presence, relationships, identity, sharing, reputation, conversations, and lastly, groups.